The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back and welcome in. This is hour number 2 of The Local Show. Get ready for riveting interviews with Abel Ramirez Gonzalez, who is the owner of Bayberry Uniform and Shoe. Very nice. ¿Qué hora es? Well, it's time for Abel Ramirez Gonzalez. How are you?
Rápido. Hola, ¿cómo estás, amigo?
See, he knows. Steve knows no Spanish. So,
yeah, we don't want to get him going.
Right, we don't want to.
Dígame.
Abel is the owner of Bayberry Uniform and Shoe. And I was up there over the summer. We had to get some shirts for Steve and I for the State Fair. What an operation. I hadn't been up there since you had taken over. And I was really impressed with your staff, with the amount of inventory you have, and just the building in general. Doing a great job, man.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. I mean, we try to keep people like yourself welcome and want to be ready for when somebody like you comes
is
in.
Is one of your goals to keep Tom happy? Because that's a pretty high standard.
That's why I'm doing it. We want to make sure we raise the bar.
Well, I was very pleased that you had shirts that would fit Ginormica over there.
Muito grande.
Yes, right. Yeah,
I think he meant that's big,
grande,
Tom.
yeah.
I'll translate.
Grande.
So how is it that you came to be in business? And tell us your story.
Yeah, where'd you come from originally?
Yeah.
You know, we're speaking Spanish, doing all these things.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Cuba.
Yes.
I moved to the States when I was 14 years old as a political refugee, so I didn't swim all the way from Cuba to
You did it the
Miami.
right way? You mean people do it the right way? Oh, my goodness.
What? Yeah, who does that, right? It's faster the other way, though.
It's only a 90-mile swim.
It's only a 9
You didn't have to dodge bullets, and that's a nice thing.
That's a nice thing, yeah. No coyotes or anything like that. But yeah, we came here as political refugees. I went to Henniger High School, so I'm a proud Black Knight.
Yes.
That was my introduction
Very
to
good.
Syracuse. I came in the October time, believe it or not, and I saw the first snow on October 20th. I'll never forget.
You had never seen
You
snow.
had never seen snow.
I've never seen snow.
Oh, never
can
experienced
you
it.
imagine living under a tropical 80 degrees weather
Right.
24/7?
Yeah. And then you come here, and it's... Yeah, Steve would like to do that. Yeah.
Yes, I can. Do you still have friends and family? Because I
I could hook you up.
yeah.
So, yeah, you came over here. You experienced a little snow. What made you want to stay?
Well, Syracuse is quiet.
Yeah.
And I love quiet. I grew up in the country, so
Okay.
like farming and living off the land.
So, like, how far from Havana? Because that's the only place that or Guantanamo. Those are the two references.
Actually, very close to Guantanamo.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, those are my only two
Yeah,
references,
that's-
over there and over here.
Yeah, either all the way over there or all the way over here. And I met my wife that's from Havana here in Syracuse, out of all places.
Oh, I thought you met her at Guantanamo.
No. What are the odds of that?
What are the odds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we
your
gotta plan
your English is so good for, being
Thank you,
born
Tom.
and raised.
I am
over there.
practicing to get my radio voice, you know what I mean? And
I mean, you sound better than Ricky Ricardo. I mean,
at least better than Steve. I mean, that's...
Wait a minute. There's a little piling on
believe
here.
me, Steve's second language is English.
So your family came here, and then what happened? You got through school, then what happened?
So I got into the electronics world. So we know about Micron. Everybody's like Micron
sure.
semiconductors. I got into that space, aerospace and defense. I really loved it. And from there, I started doing real estate. And I got.
Well, wait a second. Back up for a second. Did you have an engineering degree? Is that
I
it?
did
or?
not.
Oh, okay.
I went to school. So I was going to school for. First of all, business and management, because I thought I was going to be a business owner one day. I didn't know at the
Which is
time.
good.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
And then I'm like, well, I see people hiring operators with business degrees, so you don't go very far with it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I should go with electrical engineering. But that's for smart people. So I quickly realized that electrical engineering wasn't going to be the thing for me. And then mechanical engineering was the thing that stuck because it's hands-on.
Gotcha.
But of course, because I'm such a handsome and
Yes.
smart person, drop out of college and I decided that real estate was going to be the route.
In Syracuse.
In Syracuse,
Okay.
all in Syracuse, yes.
And does your wife do the same thing? Would she
Same thing, but she is the smart one.
Okay, she
She is the one with all the degrees and all the bells and whistles.
Nice.
I'm just there for entertainment purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real estate sprung to what?
So real estate sprung to, number one, meeting a lot of people. understanding our market, and understanding that you don't have to start from scratch when it comes to a business. You can buy an existing business. And that's when the opportunity arose that I'm like, well, I don't have to.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
I don't have to reinvent the wheel, right?
Sure.
I can just follow up on something that somebody else already built and build upon that.
So this was more looking for a business than I want to be in the uniform scrubs business. This is
100%.
I want to be an operator. What are my thoughts? What are my options? What's out there? What's available? What's not? And can it make a profit? I imagine that's probably pretty important too.
100%. So it was after COVID. So you can imagine how many places were forced to close. And we learned what an essential business is. I mean, I put quote unquote because
yes.
I mean everything.
You must have been essential,
right? And we stayed open throughout the whole time. And I'm like, well, if we're essential, that means it's a good, stable business. So it might make sense. But to your point, yes, 100%. I was looking into what makes sense.
So when did you make that acquisition of the business of Bayberry?
That was in May 2023.
Gotcha. What products do you carry? Because for a long time, I thought that you were just like embroidery and things like that, but you actually have a niche in the medical community. So explain what you sell.
Correct. So embroidery, it's almost like an add-on services, because if you work for Upstate and you want to get your department embroider on your lab coat, we do that as an add-on service.
Okay.
But the main products are the clothing and the accessories and the footwear.
So scrubs?
Yep, scrubs, lab coats. We just launched a new product for veterinarians that it's anti-static and then it repels the hair.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
so
that's
it's
cool.
very niche.
Wait.
Yeah,
So it repels the hair. So hang on.
Right.
I see where you're going with this.
I've got a
Steve.
Labrador at home. Zoe doesn't show, but the Labrador sheds all over.
I got a wife at home.
Okay.
Sheds like crazy too.
So a regular person,
What, are you going to wear the coat all the time?
So no, do you have clothes that do that, or is this just like a lab coat, like a doctor's coat?
Well, it's going to be a top, so almost a pullover or something.
Like a scrub?
Yeah, like a scrub top.
Gotcha.
But I got to tell you, the word scrub, I have an issue with it, because nowadays with the trends and the different styles and they don't look like scrubs. To me, they look like gym clothes.
Right, they do.
Or more athletic or more fashion than a regular traditional scrub.
Do you have customers that are not in the medical field?
100%. You get spas, you get
now you'll embroider anything. So so if I asked you to put Dr. Tom and we just put a bunch of initials after my name, so I could be a bigwig.
Just put the alphabet.
I could wear that at the gym and be looking cool. Yeah.
And you do kind of look like a doctor, surgeon.
Yes. I like where your head's at.
You look like a doctor, Tom?
Sure.
I think you look like a doctor.
Look, we're going to keep talking with Abel. He's the owner of Bayberry Uniform and Shoe. We're going to get his entire story and unpack a little more about what goes on up at his store. So stick around for that right here on The Local Show.